Hey guys, Mark here, doing another fragrance review. I actually have lots to cover today, so I'm just gonna get right to it. First of all, before I do my review, I went shopping again, of course. I got 3 new bottles in. I took them out of the boxes. I'm gonna give you a little glimpse of those 3. You can always comment, give me an email, letting me know if you want me to review these, or of course, give me a couple weeks to review them because they are fairly new to me. Just to let you know, before I do show them, these 3 are blind buys. Now, if you're not too familiar with that term, a blind buy means you buy it without smelling it, without testing it on your skin, basically buying it blind. Now, these 3 I've never even smelt in my life. The only reason I bought a few of them is because of the house that they're in. I really enjoy some of the fragrances from those houses, so I bought them. This I recommend for base noters like basenote.net. Some of those members, we know what notes we love. We look at the note list and we know what we're buying. And it's usually not really a surprise when we do smell them. We know what we like. So someone that does own a huge collection. Now, for someone new, I would never recommend to do a blind buy, especially if you're strapped for cash. The reason why you buy it, you smell it, you hate it. So anyway, blind buy usually is for someone that does have a lot of fragrances or knows a little more about fragrances. So I'm going to start off with the first one I bought, Prada Infusion d'Homme. I love the first Prada fragrance. I've known about this one for a while. I just haven't found a price that I liked. I always get the bigger bottle, so I was looking for the bigger bottle. I finally found it at a price that I do enjoy. And I'm going to give this one a try in the next couple weeks and see. I do like the smell out of the bottle for this one, by the way. Second one, Dior Homme Sport. Believe it or not, it's my first Dior fragrance. So I know I'm going to love this, and I am going to go back to the Dior house and buy a few more frags from them in the coming year. And last but not least, Givenchy Play. I've heard a couple bad things about this one, but I love this. I love the house. I collect their bottles, so I have to get this one. There's a Play Intense too. That one's probably going to get bought today. I'm going to buy it online, and it's going to be in the mail soon. So this is actually the original Play by Givenchy. Big bottle, of course, as you know. And it kind of looks like an MP3 player. Don't really like that Justin Timberlake's on the packaging, but I actually threw that out, so doesn't matter to me. Now, to the review, since I already wasted 3 minutes showing you my new bottles. Kenzo's Toyko. As you can see, it's got the Kenzo signature bottles, which have the little curve to it. And it's basically black with, it looks like car lights in the nighttime going pretty fast. So I'm guessing it's trying to show how busy Toyko is at night. And here's the box. I kept the box. There it is. There's the top of it. And I'm just going to put it right beside the bottle here. So Toyko by Kenzo hit shelves in 2007, so it's a fairly new fragrance by Kenzo. I really wanted to try something from this house. I've heard a lot of things about it, and I wanted to give it a try. I actually got this bottle not too long ago. I actually got it in Afghanistan, Kandahar. When I was there, I had a few samples that I was trying. I actually ran out of fragrance, so I found this there, and I was like, perfect, I'm going to give this one a try. And for my first Kenzo fragrance, I am impressed. So I will definitely go back to this house and buy their older fragrances and see how they test out on my skin. So Toyko comes in 2 bottle sizes. We got the 50 ml and the 100 ml. The 50 ml would cost you around $30 to $50 American. This is the 100 ml. which would cost you around $40 to $70. I remember I paid $50 on the dot, taxes in, for this one. So I got it for fairly cheap actually, especially where I was. So I was actually impressed with the price. You can get it fairly cheap. The bottle design itself, it is unique with the the lights here. Kind of looks like a busy street at night. The only thing, it does look kind of cheap. Kind of looks like an Axe bottle. If you just put it beside, let's say something like this here, put it beside it, this definitely looks a lot better than that. But either way, it did catch my eye because I knew the Kenzo design, the bottle design, so it did catch my eye. I would group it as an Oriental spicy. The nose behind this is Marie Salameng. The scent strength on this one would be fairly intense. The scent life, at the most you'd get 8 hours. It's 4 to 8 hours that you can get out of this one. I'm going to get to that later because I do something a little different with this one to get the 8 hours. Recommended age, mature. So I'd say, late 20s and up could definitely pull this off. I'm not saying anybody younger can't. But especially with the spicy Oriental smells, I believe it works a lot better when someone's a little older. So it's definitely in the spicy range. If you don't like spicy fragrances, please stay away. One example, Burberry the Beat. If you don't like that type of peppery smell, it's not as intense, of course, in this one than it is in the Beat, of course. But if you're not into the spicy frags, I'm just giving the Beat as an example. You will definitely not like this smell at all. I love the ginger in this one. It works very well. I would classify it almost as a fresh ginger scent. You get the grapefruit and the ginger in the fresh side, and then the spicy side you get the nutmeg and the pepper. It is Oriental, yet modern, with no excess of musky notes. It is really energizing without being too generic or exaggerated. Kenzo calls my attention with the bottle, of course. I do love the bottles that Kenzo do show, especially with their older bottles. It does seem it has a little bit of Toyko in it, as the notes are fighting for attention. So it might be a little too busy for some. Like I said earlier, the fresh and the spicy basically all tangled together. Sometimes it's a little too busy for some people. This fragrance actually stays to the skin. You give it a spray, someone's going to have to come close to you to actually smell it. Now, it does dry down in a sweet, light, woody fragrance. And what I usually do in the morning, I usually do 7 sprays to get that 8-hour scent life. And sometimes the second application works wonders for this scent to make it last to that 8 hours. So what I do, torso, 2 to the chest. First spray always to the torso, then 2 to the chest, 2 to the neck, 2 pulse points, and usually you're set for the day. And it will give you 8 hours if you do follow that. Now the style, I would give it as a modern casual style. Occasion, I would actually put this as a nighttime fragrance. It could be an everyday fragrance, but I would most likely put it as a nighttime fragrance. And the season, I really can't pinpoint a season for this one, but it can be an all season. I'm going to put it just as an all season for this one. Actually, probably winter less than all the other seasons, but it can be an all season. So all in all, Kenzo, I would give it 8 out of 10. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the commercial on for you guys. Take a look. And I definitely recommend this one for the spice lovers.